Now consider the motor cross section shown on slide. This motor has two windings. One of the winding is as usual known as main winding and second winding is known as auxiliary winding. The auxiliary winding has a capacitor permanently connected in its branch circuit. These windings are connected in parallel, but both parallel paths are permanently connected to single phase supply. In comparison with earlier motors, this motor don't have centrifugal switch. When single phase supply is connected to parallel combination of windings, current is drawn by both paths of circuit. This auxiliary winding path has a capacitor connected in it. Current leads the voltage by some angle. The capacitor is chosen in such a way that two current phasors will be in phase quadrature with each other. These two phase quadrature currents gives a synchronously rotating magnetic field in the air gap between stator and rotor. This is a very common feature like earlier motors, those we have considered so far. This motor is known as hysteresis motor. The only rotor construction is quite different from other single phase motors. The outer ring of rotor surface and at certain depth a ferromagnetic material with high value of residual flux is used. This part of rotor is shown in figure with light black color. The material used to produce this ring of rotor has a large area within hysteresis loop. The synchronously rotating magnetic field produced by stator currents interact with this magnetic material. Magnetic properties produce an opposite pole in the material of this ring. If we consider N pole is rotating at synchronous speed, then S pole is produced in the ring and is present in the ring's material for all period of time. As stator pole moves, rotor pole also moves. This way we may consider creation of pole in rotor ring gives an opposite pole rotating along rotor at same speed as the stator field speed. So the speed at which rotor rotates is asynchronous speed. The characteristics curves shown on slide has a high value of coercive force and also high value of residual magnetism. These values are intersection of hysteresis curve with h-axis and b-axis respectively. Due to large value of coercive force and residual magnetism, area within hysteresis loop is also large. Center of magnetic axis of stator field and center of magnetic axis of rotor pole has some angle between them and remains constant for all times. Power consumed by eddy currents depends on square of slip and power consumed by hysteresis phenomena is proportional to slip. For finding the torque, we have to divide these powers by rotor speed that depends on slip. So expression of torque due to eddy currents has a slip as a multiplier, but torque due to hysteresis is constant and independent of slip. As motor catches the speed, value of slip starts from 1 and ends at 0. So in starting period, torque due to eddy currents has some contribution, but at synchronous speed, torque due to eddy current vanishes. Under ring condition, only torque due to hysteresis remains active, and so motor is known as hysteresis motor. The expression for power and torque corresponding to eddy currents and hysteresis are shown on slide.